Vechain at the time of this recording is giving us a bit of a pullback to the downside, and on today's update video I will be focusing on the long-term outlook of the Vechain chart, and above all dive deep into the daily chart, giving you the Fibonacci key areas of supports that we need to continue holding within, and also the key scenarios that can unfold in the next coming days. So make sure that you stick around till the end of the video. And starting the video here on the weekly chart, you can see that from the lows that we made in June 2023, we saw these aggressive bounce to the upside in a move that peaked above the 0.05494 mark, where you can see that at some point the market was up more than 319.46% to the upside. And after making that significant high, we started a bit of a pullback to the downside into the lows that we made on the 5th of August 2024, where you can see that the market was down more than 65.59% at some point. Then from the lows we made in August 2024, you can see that we started these aggressive bounce to the upside in a move that peaked above the 0.08 USDT mark, where the market was up more than 319.89% to the upside. Then from that significant high, we have been seeing a very aggressive pullback to the downside, where you can see that at some point this year, that was in April 2025, the market was down more than 77.75%. And then after making that significant low, we have been seeing much of a consolidation, a bit of a bounce, a pullback, another bounce. So we haven't seen that strength to continue pushing higher, breaking above key areas of resistances and significant highs, and also a push to try and reclaim the highs we made in December 2024 above the 0.08 USDT mark. And you can see that here on the weekly chart, we also have this trend line that we saw a break to the lower side just recently, and that is better seen on the daily chart. So if I jump to the daily chart, you can see that I have this ascending trend line, where you can see that we saw a break to the downside, and even at some point we saw a bearish retest. And on my previous video I said to you that we need to see Vechain holding within this support box, which is that yellow support box between the 0.0227 and the 0.02235, for us to continue expecting higher prices, and to also invalidate the scenario that this bounce was just a bearish retest before we can continue pushing lower. But you can clearly see that we are now losing that key area of support, and we are just about to lose the significant lows we made on the 25th of September 2025 below the 0.021. And the moment that plays out and we flip that key area back into resistance, then I will be watching for lower prices here on the Vechain chart, expecting to get a reset of the lows we made on the 22nd of June, and also the lows we made on the 7th of April in the next coming days. So that is the bearish, those are the bearish target areas that I have here on the Vechain chart after getting that bearish retest over here. So I expect lower prices, and this case scenario can only get invalidated in case we have so much bullish momentum to break above the highs we made above the 0.02429, and also the highs we made above the 0.02963. If we get a bullish movement breaking above those significant highs, then that will be a clear invalidation that we are not going to get a reset of the lows we made on the 22nd of June, and also the lows we made on the 7th of April in the next coming days. We also need to have in mind that the moment we get a reset of those significant lows, then Vechain is at a very high risk of putting in place or maybe resetting the bear market lows that we made in 2023 below the 0.01322 in the next coming days. So that is all that I expect here on the Vechain chart on the short term and also on the long term. And let us be patient and see how that plays out, and I will ensure you stay up to date.